Alright, this is Jeremy with DECIPLESgarage, and this is video number 3 of the How to Fix a Big Dent series. Or how I fix big dents. It's in filler, final stages, everything's done. It's sanded down to 160 right now. So everything's nice and pretty feeling. Nice and sweet. The only thing I didn't finish was that right there because it's getting fender flares, so we're just going to paint it, be done with it. But everything else is nice and straight, smooth. Body lines are all good. It's all feathered out. Good to go. Got her taped off. We got plastic on half of it. We still haven't taped off the back yet. And I'm out of plastic, so we're going to have to paper a lot of this. But yep, that's done. Did a final white coat over this whole thing with the microlight. So that really works good going back over the whole thing, covering the whole area instead of just finding one little thing and then putting a small wipe there and then trying to sand it off. Let's just do a final wipe coat, the whole thing. That worked good. And my battery's really low, so bear with me if it shuts off, but turn the light on here. This is all good. Pretty ready to go. I actually didn't have to shoot this from the back side of the panel with a 410 shotgun like I did the other side, but if you guys seen the comments, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's cool. Set to go. We're going to spray some primer, and then it's probably 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I think. I don't know. But Jared's been helping me with taping and covering wheels and coming up with good ideas for things.
Supervising as usual.
The usual supervision skills. So, girls only want boyfriends that got good skills. Alright, we're going to wax and grease remove this side and spray some primer out of the gun. I'm told it's a crappy gun too, but it can't be any crappier than that guy. So it's actually conventional too. So it's not an HVLP. So we'll see how that goes. Probably have a lot more overspray than normal, but it should atomize a lot nicer.
So it's 4:20 in the morning.
It is.
What do you think? Do you know anything?
It is 4:20.
What does that mean? Exactly. Tell YouTube.
That means it's time for 2K primer.
So, with the primer. Good.
All wax and grease removed.
All wax and grease removed.
We do things
ready
right
for paint.
here.
Apparently we do things right around here. At least somebody does.
Jared, don't be starting any shit over there and I have to edit that out.
Hopefully he doesn't edit that out, but he might not hear me.
It's looking pretty now. Take a look.
So this is what happens after you stir.
Amazing. Nice and creamy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. It smells so sexy.
What? Actually, critical. Hey, there's something. I don't want that in there.
About to apply base coat.
that was in it. Just spraying the panel with some reducer or whatever, so it's pretty much freaking good to go. We're gonna see how she sprays. She's got leaking going on. Cheap ass filter, I think.
Cheap ass coupler. Blames it on the filter.
That's way better. Take that off. Yep.
Look at like right here go down. Whoa. You can hear us now.
Wow. That freaking spray is way sweeter. And that's supposedly a crappy gun, like not that great a gun. But it's a $100 gun. But I don't know, a couple of people were commenting that it's just a Finex, and most Finex are junk, I guess. But I don't know. That atomizes way better. Way more paint, freaking way bigger fan. Covers fast.
Makes you look better.
It's just you can go a lot faster without having to slow down. And as you slow down, there's more room for error, you know, going up and down or accidentally putting too much on or whatever. That stuff you can pretty much just kind of fly. That's sweet. I'd like to use that for my freaking base coat clear coat gun though. I wonder what the disadvantage is of using these just besides the overspray. I take it it's the overspray, and that's the only thing. I hear they lay down paint better, but it's still pretty stinky in here. So. I don't know how it works better or not. So if you guys want to just let me know about that, just rate, comment, and subscribe below. What?
Drinking beer?
Hey guys, how you doing? Alright, so the project is primed, which is cool. It is really cool when your project gets to primer stage, just because you basically get to reap some of the rewards of your hard work. If you did hard work on it, if you did crappy work, then you see all the crappy work that you did. But it's just kind of cool getting in primer and seeing what she looks like, and you know, seeing like, oh, I was gonna see that, and then you know, you see everything, that's for sure. So I'll switch you guys to wide angle here so you can see what she looks like before I spray it with color. It's getting light out. Gerode Jared went home, and he was trying to go home 3 hours ago. I'm like, dude, we're getting ready to paint. Dude, we're getting ready to paint. So he stuck it out, and it got to be 4:20, and he didn't even realize that was funny. But yeah, this is what we do. This is how I do it, dude. I don't care. I don't have a day job, so this is what I do. This is how I'm going to make money right now. So I set my own hours. I work whenever I want, and at night is just really nice because there's absolutely nobody to bug me unless there's friends or buddies that stay up late like that, or stay up all night in this case. So, and no, I'm not on crack. No, I'm not on drugs. You know, I just freaking, I don't get tired at night. I could stay up all night even if I had slept a regular night before. Or, you know what I mean? Like, even if I got up early. If I get up early and I'm super tired in the afternoon, I could conk out in 2 seconds if I take a nap in the afternoon or something. But even if I don't do that and nighttime comes and I start getting on YouTube and stuff like that, I could stay up all night again, even being tired before. It's weird. But I don't know. So anyways, I'm just trying to get this crap done. That's why I'm staying up late and doing it now. So it's not because I wanted to. It's just because it's all here. It's all ready to go. I just sprayed it with primer. I could go to bed, but why? It's freaking, I don't know. It's good to go. You just freaking can't wait to get some black on this thing. So, oops. So yeah, there's the front fender. It looks really good. Really, I think we got that one really straight. It was an easy dent though, obviously, but I mean, this is the hard stuff. This is what was hard. Can you see there's a slight dent kind of towards us a little more? Yeah, that was non-related. This guy in here's the little guy right in there. So that never got touched. It's just a really light little dent. So we'll see what that looks like when we're all done, and then maybe we'll practice our PDR skills and shove something in there and try to push it out a little bit right there. But other than that, he's got the big factory things that go on here and cover up all the way down. So it's going to cover up the messy bodywork right there. It was really messy right there, as far as that's where I yanked out the whole thing, and it was all curvy, and I could have kept spending time on it, but you know, I spent another hour straightening all that out, and he said just don't waste the time. We're covering it up anyway. Just make sure it gets sealed with some with paint and everything, so we can speed things up. See, because I obviously have a little bit of time into this, but we've been slacking on it a little bit the last 2 days. So yeah, I'm gonna spray this with some black. I should have tinted. Another thing you guys will probably mention is I should have tinted this. I guess I don't even know if I can or not. So yeah, outside's on, ready to go. Hey, you can see now. So yeah, nice and smooth. That one came out. This guy came out really freaking good. I think that's gonna look good with paint on it. Really good. And that was a really hard dent. I was able to get inside the headlight, go around the backside with a claw hammer and poke that out. That was my trick on that one. So yeah, just wanted to mention too, while we're on that topic, this is not the best way to do these repairs. I am obviously learning this stuff as I go, and I'd like to thank the YouTube Garage Gang for helping me out, and with you know, basically being the only reason that I can get this repair that I'm doing right now done. And when I make my videos, I'm documenting the first time I'm trying these repairs out and doing things, you know, seeing what works and what doesn't. But at the same time, you know, and I'm learning all that stuff from you guys, or from the Garage Gang anyway, whoever's watching this. And then, you know, it's like, there's got to be someone out there dumber than me that hasn't jumped into it, or is thinking about jumping into it, or thinking they could do it, but, you know, can't, or whatever, and they see all these other guys that know how to do it, and they're doing it. You know, so it's kind of nice to do these videos for those guys too that are thinking about doing it, or thinking that maybe they could do it, and then they see a regular Joe Blow like me that has no experience, who learned absolutely everything I know how to do off of YouTube, or everything that I'm doing on these videos off of YouTube, and gets the confidence to go do it himself, you know? Like, if that guy can do it, I can freaking do it, you know? So yeah, I'm kind of caught on both sides of things, is kind of what I'm getting at. On one end, I've learned everything from the Garage Gang, and this is a result of someone who wants to learn by watching you guys how to do everything, and listening to your comments and your suggestions on how to go about doing certain things and whatever, and learning as you go. And on the other hand, I'm you know, doing things that might be nice for someone that hasn't done them yet, to see a regular guy that has never done it yet do it. So then on the other hand, I think that the videos are helpful to people that haven't done it yet. So yeah, like I said in the comments, I don't know if you guys are watching the comments or whatever, about, you know, like about what Turbo Cobra was saying. I don't, obviously, you know, yeah, I think it's, you know, I thought about it, you know, it's kind of weird that I'm doing a how-to video on something that I've never done before, okay? But naming the video how to pull out a big dent, you know, the how-to video isn't for the YouTube Garage Gang. It's not, you know, a good how-to for you guys, obviously, because I learned how to do stuff, you know, better from you guys. It's just that, you know, this is basically how to fix a dent, a big large dent for like under $100, you know, and fix it to where it looks really nice, okay? But obviously, I need a stud gun. Oh my god, that'd be so freaking sweet. I seen Tommy Shoe had one that you got for sale. Shoe Man, if you see this, hit me up, let me know. I think, I don't know what you want to get for it. You said you were going to flip that stud gun. I need one, buddy. I need one bad. And I knew I needed one going into this. The weird thing is the stud gun at Harbor Freight that I was going to grab, I thought you had to have a slide hammer kit to go with that. Because I seen Pete welding the studs on. I'm like, oh, that's slicker as shit. And then he hooked the slide hammer on. I'm like, oh, I gotta get a slide hammer. So I got the slide hammer kit first, and I seen that it had the option, you know, that little tip that you could put the screw in and screw it to the body panel and pull it out. So I bought that for like $70 or whatever it was. And that's all I had was like $150 tool budget that day, and I thought I needed an air sander to speed this up a lot. So I got Jared to pay for the air sander and the slide hammer kit to do the repair on his truck, and I would keep the tools as partial payment, you know. So that's what I did, you know, because I didn't have enough money to get the stud gun. Like an idiot, I didn't check it out and look into it. It comes with the freaking stud gun for the studs, and it supplies you with all studs, everything you pretty much need to do it, which sucks. So I'll be taking a trip very soon here because I got 30 days, I think, and probably end up returning my slide hammer kit and getting a stud gun. I would not recommend. Actually, here's a recommendation for you guys. If you're going to drop money on a slide hammer kit, buy a stud gun kit instead. Now, I know you guys are probably going to knock Harbor Freight and stuff, but if you're trying to do this on a budget, I spent $70 on a slide hammer, okay, and $30 on that, Jesus, okay, and $30 on that red air file, okay. The air file I thought was pretty sweet for fixing this one up here, but did I need it? No, I did not need it. I could have got by with the regular file and the DA and block sanding, like one of my subscribers was saying. Just get it close with the 80 grit and the DA, and then I could block sand it with a regular block, you know. So I could have saved myself a lot of hassle, and about 2 extra coats, recoats actually, of fiber strand, and just got the damn stud gun. Had I looked into the kit and found out that for $90 plus my discount, a 20% discount, you could get that. I could get that gun that came with a slide hammer and everything. Okay, so there's your recommendation on that. We're gonna call this a how-to and a review video of this Harbor Freight slide hammer all in one. So the holes were all throughout here down the middle, okay, and it was a lot of work to cover it up, to get it, I mean, to get them tapped. After I sanded, I'd keep hitting them. They were still high. Then I finally just had to sit there and tap all the high spots down and keep tapping them down, and then I had to keep reapplying every time I tapped them down, the stuff busted out of the holes, and I had to reapply fiber strand so that the holes were filled with, I definitely wanted those holes filled with fiber strand, or, or some kind of a waterproof sealant, or a waterproof fiberglass filler. So anyways, the gun is a Finex model FX200. Okay, I think it's a little older, and it's not HVLP. I believe it's just and I don't know what the tip size is on. It doesn't say anything on it, so I'm guessing it came with a 1.4. It's sold with a 1.4 on eBay and other places, but I seen it on Amazon or something, and it was sold with a 1.8 tip, which would be sweet. But yeah. So let me know what you guys think, and if it's probably like just a regular gun, like just an okay budget gun, is what I'm guessing. And if that's what a budget gun, like a $100 gun, sprays like compared to my freaking gun, I don't really care about the overspray. That's what a freaking booth and the fans and all that shit's for anyway. I don't care if it wastes a little paint, dude. For these little spot panel jobs, hell yeah, dude. I'd use that one over the Harbor Freight one all day. Blacky black. That is black. Just so you guys know, it's black. So you know. There it is. It's the oh, I forgot the code. 8555, I think. Something like that. Mm-hmm. One to one. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use it. We're all tacked off and ready to roll. This gun shoots freaking sweet compared to that other gun, man. Really nice. Really nice. That's what Omni does in one pass. A really light pass, though. I just wanted to miss my first coat on.
There it is with the base coat on it. I don't know, not really happy with how it looks. I wet sanded it with 400, but I see scratches all over the place. And not too happy with how that stuff covers it all really either. And it's really freaking, it's just so blotchy. Like, I just got this feeling that it's because of that stupid wax and grease remover I haven't replaced yet, but some of it looks pretty good. Like, that looks really good right there. But I didn't put a lot of coats on right there, so you can see right there where I kind of faded it out. But, like, from this angle up here, let's see what I'm talking about. It's really rough there, right through here because of the overspray. So I guess I just... So yeah, she's, and then I didn't even primer or do anything here. Look at this. It looks all bluish right through there or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to hit it with some more base coat before I clear it. So yeah, by far not, you know, like a sweet job, like perfect body work. And there's dents and dings all over this truck, all down the sides of everything. I mean, if I sat here and worked out every ding on the panel, I'd still be doing stuff because there's still more body work that I could have done down there. I could have spent a lot more time down in here and do this all fancy so you didn't have to have fairings on there, flares on there. But I had to, like basically Jared said, I gotta freaking set deadlines, and I gotta say, okay, this is what I gotta get done, and this is what I had to get done, and in this amount of time. If I'd sit here and dick around with making the body work on certain things perfect, especially when it didn't need to be, and I wasn't really instructed to do that, it wouldn't make any sense, unless I was getting paid a bunch of money to paint this car, so. It's a buddy deal, cheap little, probably, I don't know. There's another thing we got to figure out. I have no idea. We got to work this out because he's bought the paint, or some paint stuff for me, reducers, a couple things that I needed. I can't remember all what it was. O2 sensor, I think, for the truck and stuff, for the Dodge, and and then the tools. So I'll let you guys know what I kind of did this for, I guess, if I could ever figure it out, but I'm guessing it's somewhere around, I don't know, I'm guessing it's somewhere around between $300 and $400. So even if it was, say, on the high side, it was like $400 about. It's basically what he's got this done for. So for a $400 job, how can you knock it, right? It's gonna look good. Get this clear coat on here. Get everything shining right. Should look good. Good. Later, guys. I feel like a zombie right now. You see how it's like completely day out. I don't know what time it is. Alright, it's 6:52. I'm gonna go in and go to bed and try to get up 6, 7, so 7 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I gotta get up by noon. I'm gonna go try to crash for 5 hours, get up at noon, and hit this thing with clear coat, or another base coat probably, and a couple little spots, just to make sure it's good. Hit her with some clear coat. I got some fast clear this time, so that's a little different. Got different guns, so that's a little different, So I got all these variables that could really make this job screwed up, so I just got to be careful. And then, yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, get this thing touched up a little bit, get it clear coated, get it out of my garage, and get the oh yeah, he's hiding over there. Get the little Aspire in here. Boy, it's gonna be nice working on that in the shop. Gonna have all kinds of room. Alright guys, I said screw all that noise, going back to bed and like cleaning everything up when I should just go ahead and shoot it. So she is clear coated. I did about 2 coats, and I hit kind of, there was a dry spot down here in the end. I kind of hit that a little more. Hope that's tape. Yeah. And then yeah, 2 coats. And I had to hit this with some more base, so I hit this with a little base coat, kind of misted her over a little bit just to kind of even it out. And then while that was even tacky, or when it was still tacking up, about 15 minutes later, it was still a little tacky, I hit it with the clear coat while it was tacky. So still walking around in my tie-back suit trying to get it off. Figured I'd shoot a quick vid for you guys. So you'll see that I actually did finish it before I went inside. So now it's about 7 o'clock or so. I'm gonna go get some food and eat something if I can get this shit off me. And yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll show it to you in the sun, so you can see how bad it looks. But she doesn't look that bad. My lines aren't perfect. There's still little dents and stuff here and there, you know, that if I had the time to take care of, I would have, but that's it. Alright guys, here's a final look at the Suburban before it leaves. Just to give you guys a look in the sun. The job turned out exactly the way it should have, and then some. For what we were getting for it, you know. I'm gonna quote Pisser here and just say that, you know, there's definitely could have been, you know, a good 3-4 more hours spent on body work and wet sanding and buffing to get this perfect, and painting a couple areas that are really hard to get to, like down in there. Were really hard to get to. This side, I don't know if you just seen that, but this side got kind of missed if you look down in there. But he's got that black single stage, so he's probably just going to touch that up with that. It's just a little dirty. I took it to the car wash last night, but some soap got left on it, and he was planning on waxing it as soon as we got back, and we ended up not doing that. So we did do the rims though. We hit them with Purple Power and let them soak a little bit before we went, and then we did it again when we got there, like 3 times when we got there, and it almost came clean except for this back one's pretty rough. It's gonna need some Scotch Brightener or whatever, but there it is. And the bodywork actually turned out worse than what I thought it was when it was done. Like even after it was primered, it looked good. But in the right sunlight, you can see the wobbles and the waves all over the place. Even though I was using, see that right there? That was all done with a freaking air file. I air filed all that whole area. So hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. It shouldn't be that hard to see. It's pretty ripply right there, just in the right light. You got to get in the right light and see it. But yeah, it's got a touch more, just a touch more orange peel than the factory orange peel. Just a little bit more. I was standing also in the right light and looking at the factory orange peel versus now. This didn't get painted and this did, so there's a little bit of orange peel in that factory, and it's almost the same texture in the new paint, except this new stuff is really glossy and you see it better. So I'm thinking once this whole thing gets polished and stuff, I think he's gonna wet sand a little bit too, I think, because he wants to wet sand this hood out a little, because it's pretty bad. You know, there's chips and scratches all over it, and then you got this big scratch down the side, another big scratch right here. So And that, I don't know if that'll, it's not, I don't think it's through the clear coat, so that might be able to come out. Lots of scratches all over this door, so he's thinking about doing it from like this door up, just because it really enhances the look of these trucks. I mean, that's going to be a main focal point right here, is the passenger side door and the hood. I mean, that, we say the rims and the rims, tires and stuff sell the car, but the rims are looking good. It's got brand new destinations on it. Literally brand new tires. Probably got like 500 miles on them or something. And but yeah, this door, this fender, and this hood all look like they could use some attention. So he'll probably end up wet sanding and buffing those areas. And then he single staged the grill, so it's not as shiny as where I did the urethane on the bumper. So, and then we also painted the top plastic on the bumper too, just to give it a little something something. So it looks a lot nicer painted anyway. If it was my truck, I'd paint the bottom too, or we were thinking about just painting the thing that comes up right here, this little thing, and make it look like a bull bar or something. But so yeah, that's that. Still got to fix the mirror. He's still got to get the fender flares mounted. That's the other thing about the fender flares on the back, are going to cover up. I mean, I got really bad body work down here, but there was no sense in wasting the time on it since it's getting covered up anyway. So that's what we did. I still got to stick some JB weld in those 2 holes there I used to pull out that dent. And other than that, everything's good. I did do that over here. It turned out immaculate. This clear coat, I don't know what I did over here. I laid it on a little more thick than the rest of the areas, I know that, but that laid on nice and smooth. No orange peel. That looks beautiful right there. So I know the gun can do it. I just gotta figure it out. And then I single staged the back just now before I pulled it out. So I had to tape off all the gray plastics, the license plate covers, everything. And I single staged this through the middle here. I hit it with the wire wheel, knock off some of the rust, and then I hit around those areas with 400 just to take some of the heavy scratches out, and then just hit it with some single stage just to make it look better. He wanted to paint the back bumper and just leave the big dents in it, just so it didn't look so bad. So it's got a dented bumper, but it looks, you know, nice and black, no rust anymore. I painted the hitch too, just to kind of spruce that up a little bit. So all in all, I think it looks really good. I mean, he gets those fender flares on there, it'll look good. And you know, this bodywork matches the rest of the truck. As you can see, the door, you know, right below the door line here, all along the door line, it's just nothing but dings and dents. So I was saying we should put some Denali trim on there, on the door trims from the Denali would look good on here, but or I don't know if the Denali's have that. I think the Denali's just have the bottom skirt. I can't remember, but any kind of nice, you know, GM door trim right there would be nice, painted black. But even like that on that Chevy over there, even just some regular trim like that would make this thing look way better. So that's that, guys. So, you know, it does at a pinch, you know. Once he gets this all buffed out and stuff, it should be looking really good. The neighbor stopped by and gave me some glasses, so that's why I'm wearing some weird glasses. So, yeah, that's that. All in all, this cost me, well, in the time that I spent screwing around with using a slide hammer with the screw method, I could have put that time and energy towards getting the bodywork perfect. I mean, I spent so much time, you know, I spent a couple of hours extra time work on this thing because of that, because I was using the screws. And that's a wrap. So thanks guys for the comments, the suggestions, and he should be coming to pick this up today. He's actually helped out quite a bit on it, here and there. Front bumper and stuff had a couple big dents in the front bumper too that we filled, made that nice and smooth. So yeah, that's it. Basically, I made about, I'm guessing about $400 doing this work, which is obviously like hey man, best friend type prices, you know what I mean? But yeah, it looks good. License plate's not on the front yet, but there was 2 big dents, one on each side of the license plate, so we got her pretty well taken care of. So yeah, not perfect. There's a couple little things right up here, you know. We were like, should we fix that? And I'm like, no, let's go. Get the paint on there, man. We gotta get down there. Gotta get going. Gotta get done with this thing. We got too many hours on this thing already. So it's good, and it looks good. Yep. When he sells it at night, it's gonna look beautiful. So, all right, guys, this is it. I'm out. Later.